Hello everyone. Now in this video we will solve question 2a, that is structural formula and its diagram. Now the first one, we will check it on given data. Now given data shows that it is 2 by 3 multi-speed. Now this 2 by 3 indicates its stages. Means what? Total we have two number of stages. Next we have n minimum, that is 120 rpm, and n maximum, not n maximum, sorry, it's motor, it is 1500 rpm. So we have 1500 rpm. And next word, it is called as gp ratio, that is geometric progression ratio. So it is geometric progression, which we are going to denote it by phi, and it is equal to 1.41. Now this is the given data, and from this data we are going to check it how many structural formula we can get, and out of that which is the most suitable formula and how we can draw the diagram. So let's begin with it. Now we have already decided or determined that it is two-stage problem. So it's 2 and 3. What these things are, we will see one by one. Now here, how we can denote or how we can write structural formula, that is important. Now the structural formula is given by Z is equal to P into x1 into P in bracket x2, P3 in bracket x3, and so on. Now this is the structural formula. This is the standard method to write down structural formula. Now here, as we are dealing with only two stages, so we don't need this x3 value. Our structural formula will be P1 in bracket x1, P2 in bracket x2. Now the thing is, what is meaning of this P1 and P2, x1 and x2? So where this P1 or P2, it stands for speed steps. It is stands for speed steps or pair in any stage. Now we are talking about gear pair in any stage. And next we have x1 and x2. Those are called as characteristics in each stage. Now here P1 P2, it is speed steps, or it is also called as pair in each stage, and x1 and x2, it is characteristics in each stage. Now we haven't written about z. What is meaning of z? Now z is total number of speeds. Here total number of speed steps means what? Through this formula we are going to derive, we can get how many total speeds we are going to get it with gearbox or in gearbox. So we'll see one by one. Now we know we are having P1 and P2 values, but we haven't found yet x1 and x2 values. So that we will see that how we can determine x1 and x2. Now our formula, general formula, it will look like this, that is P1 x1, P2 x2, which we can write it like this. Now here P1 we can write down 2, or P2 we can write down 3. It is like that. But before getting with this, we will check for the combinations, how many combinations we are going to get it. Okay, this is the standard formula, everyone knows it. Now here we know that this P1 and P2 values, those are 2 or 3, or it can be reverse also. Now how many combinations we are going to get it? Now the total number of combinations, how we can found out? Now we know this is two-stage formula. Now total number of combinations for structural formula. So we will write down structural formula. We can write it like this. It is number of stages factorial. Now here we have 2 factorial. Now here we are going to get it two combinations of x1 and x2. Now how we can go with this? Here for getting combinations we will make one table. In that first we will write down about p. Now in p we are having two values, one is 2 and second is 3. Now we can get with another also, that is 3 and 2. We are not changing the values, we are keeping the same, we are just rearranging them. So here we have two combination. For x, how many combinations we can get it? That is two combinations. Now that is 2 factorial, which is equal to 2. Now how we can write that? First we will write about x1, then x2, then we will make it reverse, then we will write about x2, then we will write down x1. Now if we'll check it, how we will get four combinations, four different combinations. Now for that, first we will take 2 and 3. We will get the combination with x1 x2, we will get the another combination with x2 x1. Then after that we will get 3 and 2, and with this we will get x1 x2 combinations, we will get x2 x1 combination. So in this all these things we will get total 4 SF. We will write down in short, that is SF, structural formula. So 4 structural formulas that we are going to get it. Now how we can proceed with it? Simple. Our formula is z is equal to p1 x1 and p2 x2. So we will simply write down in terms of numbers. So to avoid confusion we will write down sf1 sf2 like that. So first we will write down sf1. It is z is equal to, now we will write down about first for 2 and 3. Now we will write 2, that is p1 value, we will keep the bracket empty. Then we will write down 3 and we will keep the second bracket, that is x2 value is empty. Now for our standard process we keep x1 is equal to 1. For any standard gearbox we have value x1 is equal to 1. Now what about x2? Now for x2 we need value of p which is associated with x1. So we need value of p which is associated with x1, that is this one. Now here as we have already written that x1 should be 1, and for x2 it should be value associated with x1, that is here we have 2. Now the first structural formula that we have got is that 2 in bracket 1 and 3 in bracket 2. Now similarly we will go for sf2. Now for that also we will write z. Now again in bracket 2. Now here we will write down x2 and in 3 into bracket x1. So 3 in bracket x1. Now we will write down this formula 2. We will keep x2 blank. We will write down 3. First we will write down x1 as a 1, and for x2 we need a value of p associated with x1. So value of p associated with x1 is 3. So we will write down 3. So this we have dealt with the second formula, second structural formula. Now similarly we will go with sf3. Now sf3 also z is equal to, now here we have first 3, we will write down x1, then 2 in bracket x2. Now for this 3 in bracket 1, 2 in bracket x2 means what? The value associated with p1, that is 3. So we will make it 3. Now we have got third formula and the last one sf4, that is z is equal to 3 in bracket x2 and 2 in bracket x1. That we can write it like this: 3, we will keep the bracket empty, 2 value of x1 is 1, and value of x2, it is the value associated with x1, so it is 2. Now with this method we got 4 structural formulas, and we will write it. So 4 structures formulas. Number 1, first one, Z is equal to 2 in bracket 1 and 3 in bracket 2. Second formula, Z is equal to 2 in bracket 3 and 3 in bracket 1. Third formula, Z is equal to 3 in bracket 1 and 2 in bracket 3. And the last one, fourth formula, Z is equal to 3 in bracket 2 and 2 in bracket 1. So these are the 4 formulas that we have got it. Now we have to select which is the best one and which is the most suitable one. So for that we have a very simple rule. Now just concentrate on these formulas. We have to consider all this formula in this structure. Z is equal to P1x1 into P2x2. Though we have calculated with the various combination, but still now we have to compare all these formulas with this, that is Z is equal to P1x1 and P2x2. Now the rule for selecting the best suitable formula is that whatever the values we have, x values, those should be in ascending order. So how it can be ascending order? Well, simply if we'll compare x1, it should be lesser than x2, then x2 should be lesser than x3. It is like this. Now in our case, in this formula, now if we check with this x1 and x2, so here this formula, it is suitable. If we check for second, here x1 is greater than x2, so we don't need this, so this won't work. Third one, here we have 1 and 3, so x1 is lesser than x2, so this will work. And the fourth one, 2 and 1, so here x1 is greater than x2, so this won't work. So we are going to deal with these two formulas, formula number 1 and formula number 3. That is Z is equal to 2 in bracket 1 and 3 in bracket 2. Third formula, Z is equal to 3 in bracket 1 and 2 in bracket 3. So with this method we have selected that which is the most suitable formula with possible combinations. So out of 4 combinations, we know that 2 are possible structural formulas that will be easier or that will be most suitable for this gearbox. Now we are going to see how we can get with the structural diagram.